dumehle e re ke dumedise e bile ke o amohele ke nako ya Mintirho ya Vulavula mo nna le wena re kopanang teng re kopantshwa ke taba tsa service delivery nna ke o dumedisa e bile ke o amohela ke le moratuwa wa Halekgwaba. The executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg continued with the handing out of title deeds in Region G, Eldorado Park. We went there to see what happened. Let us see what happened on the day and how the whole day transpired. Let's see.
We are here this morning in Eldorado Park as part of our project for the city of Johannesburg to give title deeds to our communities, to those who deserve to have ownership of their houses. Well, I think home ownership, anywhere in the world, any person who owns a house is a person that's actually empowered. And the whole idea behind us as government, fast tracking this process because we want to see the empowerment of our people. Because home ownership is one of the biggest assets any family or any human being can have anywhere in the world. So we are excited with this prospect of our people having that opportunity to be homeowners, being homeowners that you can improve your homes, or you can go and get a bond so that you can use this money for business, or you can use it to take your kids to school and so forth. So when you're a homeowner, these are the opportunities that you can have and ensure that you can ensure that your house is not just a place where you live, it's a place that you can obviously use to help you to improve your life on other aspects of what life actually makes it possible for you. We're asking our people as part of this project to make you homeowners. Please don't really make that mistake, fall into a trap that once you've got access to this house, then you sell it. Please sell this house if obviously one day you want to live somewhere else, you don't want to live in Eldorado Park any longer, but you know you can afford to buy another house somewhere else. Please don't go and sell this house because you feel it's the quickest way of making money. Because the house, it's something that you need for the rest of your life, now and the future generations. So please don't fall into that trap now that you've got title deeds to this house that you think you can go and sell it. Yes, we can sell it. Us as government, we cannot stop you. But we are asking you, please don't make that mistake of depriving your children and their children an opportunity for them to inherit property, because home ownership is allowing you as families to own property. Please, those that have not yet applied for your title deeds, please go to our nearest housing department to go and apply. We have staff that is willing and ready any time to work with you to ensure that we can issue your title deed as a matter of agency.
I think one of the first things, as you have heard in the meeting, is that it also gives rise to family disputes and all of those things. And when people are not sure that they own something, it is very difficult for them to grow as well. Because at least if you have property, you have an asset that you can use to make sure that you advance the lives of families. You have seen people are ecstatic. The lady, she's actually from my previous ward in the wheelchair, Mrs. Tim. And if you see it, I mean, it was tears of joy because it's for many years, while all the people around her have received title deeds, this was her opportunity to get title deed. And yeah, so people are very happy. You have heard the other processes that will follow after this. So we're trying, through the mayor's office, they're trying to speed up this entire processes to ensure that our people become owners and not what they, as they call it in Elders, rental slaves. People need to move away from that so that they can also feel proud of being a property owner. Yes, might not be because some of the people said, only 5. But I think it's moving into the right direction. We're trying to speed up all these processes. And I think people are really happy because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Now the engagements becomes more frequent with the community and they know where they stand. And even if you look at the issue of the housing list that will be made public, that one will also eliminate the issue of corruption and so on. And people, just to give dignity back to our people. I think the application process is an automatic one. Remember, with all the people, whether you have rented from the city or Gauteng province, you're already on a database. So through the legal department, they then deal with all of those. So the assurity that the mayor has given from his acceptance speech on the 22nd of August, and you have heard it today again. It is the city's vision so that everybody, and that process actually be sped up so that everybody benefits and get their title deeds as soon as possible. However, the issue of the flats, it's a little bit different, so it's going to take a little bit of time because you have to do the educational process in terms of the sectional title schemes. So once that process is run, because what the city don't want to do is to give people places, and then tomorrow when you look again, it's turned into slums. So I think that particular approach gives hope to the people, and we will ensure that we put pressure as ward councillors, because the community will put us under pressure, and we need to put pressure on the leadership to make sure that we get the things right as soon as possible.
I'm feeling good that they give the title deeds after how many years? Since I moved in here, 1996, no, 72. Yeah, before me, nobody. When they when they built these houses, we moved from that old house to extension 7, because the reason why that houses, the toilet was outside. Yeah, I couldn't use the toilet from outside at night. So my granny asked if they can give a house here in extension 7. So we move in here, because the toilet is inside. It's more convenient. Yeah. Now me and my grandmother used to live here. We moved together here. My grandmother was looking after me from I was 18 months old. Yeah. When my granny looked after me, my father's mother. When my granny passed on, my granny's son was fighting over the house. He wanted the house. So the family said, no, he's not going to get a house because he doesn't work, he's a drinker, and he haven't got children, and he's not married. And so they asked my sister to write a letter to Marlon. And we went to Marlon, and everybody was signing. My granny's 3 children were signing, let me get a house, not him. Because I've got 2 kids, and I'm getting disabled. No, there was no problems. Yeah, it went smooth. Yeah, because my granny's sister, she's lived down the street here. She went with me to the office, and yeah, she helped me pay, because I couldn't pay the whole money, because I was looking after my 2 kids also. They were schooling here. They were still small, so she helped me. This title deeds, it means a lot to me, because I was struggling to get a title deeds. Every time when I went to the office, they said to me, no, I must wait, I must wait, I must wait. They're gonna give papers out, letters out, and then I must go to the office, and they will send me to the center, wherever they giving the title deeds out. The waiting process, it was a little bit stressful, because there's other people wanted me to sell the house to them. I said, no, I can't sell it, because it doesn't belong to me. I only rent it. I'm just staying here. And every time when I asked, did you get a title deed? I said yes. I just said yes, because you see what, the people are very crook, you see. And then they goes to the offices and pay the people there to get a title deed. And so the people lost their houses. There's a lot here in Eldorado Park that lost their houses. This title deed is going to change my life a lot, because we wanted to fix the house. Inside we wanted to build the kitchen bigger and a sitting room, and we wanted to build another room. Yeah.
Mohi, ke tsapa re ikutlwetse he ka ditaba tsa rona tsa title deed. Fela taba tsena ha di felle mona. Ka nakong e tlang re ntse re tlo tswella pele re latelana le taba ena ya di-title deed e leng hore City of Johannesburg e tshwarellane le yona. Ha o le jwalo, e tshwara fela jwalo, ha re nke kgefutso. Ka mora kgefutso, o boele o le teng. Mohi, Speaker, o ntse la rona mona ho Mintirho ya Vulavula. Ha ile hore ke hona ho fihlang le wena re a o amohela. Ha le jalo he, the city of Johannesburg has been getting ready for the ward council elections, and we spoke to the Speaker of Council, Councillor Vasco da Gama, to hear exactly when they will take place, how they will take place, and what is required for you to be elected. Let's have a look. The city of Johannesburg is preparing for an equally important phase of the establishment of Wards Committee. A Ward Committee is a structure created to assist the democratically elected representatives of a ward to carry out his or her mandate. It has no legal persona but serves as an advisory committee to support the Ward Council. Ward Committee elections to elect new members will be held in all 135 wards of the city of Joburg from Saturday the 28th of January in 2017 to Saturday the 11th of February 2017. Sanibonani Dumelang Absheni, welcome. I am Muratua. Today we are at the City of Johannesburg's Council Chambers and we're standing by with the Speaker of the City of Johannesburg. Let us hear more from him. Speaker, welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for your time. Can you let us know, Speaker, what is the reason why we are here today?
Well, we're basically here to announce the selection of ward committees throughout the city of Johannesburg. We've got 135 wards throughout the city, and we've got to select ward committee members to assist the councillors in their responsibility. And that responsibility is to liaise with communities, and the only way that you can liaise with communities is to have ward committees elected. And as you can understand, the local government elections in itself was quite difficult, and electing ward committees is even more difficult because sometimes you find people contesting for one particular position being 10 or 20 or even sometimes 40. And sometimes in certain wards you really don't need to have an election because 10 people stand and nobody's contesting in that ward. So we've got to announce it so that our people out there can get involved in the elections themselves.
Speaker, can you let us know when will the committee elections be?
The committee elections will happen between the 17th of January and the 18th of February. Yes.
And that will be for the whole of the city of Johannesburg?
It's for the whole of the city of Johannesburg and in the 135 wards. But it will happen in a staggered way, in the sense that we will start in Region A and obviously end off in Region G.
Speaker, can you let us know what are the prerequisites for someone to be a ward councillor or to be a part of the ward committee?
I think you must be on the voters' roll, number one. Number two, you must have paid up your rates and taxes. Thirdly, you must be of sound mind, and you must live within that particular ward.
All right. Taking into consideration that our leadership now is a coalition,
Yes.
how is that playing its role around the wards?
Well, people will be contesting. It's not necessarily political parties that will be contesting for these positions, but obviously NGOs, CBOs, whatever community-based organizations are out there will be contesting. Individuals will be contesting. So it's not necessarily just a political process. Yes, we will have the IEC and the different political parties and individuals will have a monthly meeting where there's updates on how far we are. Is there legally problems? And we will sort that out at that level.
To begin with just now, what plans are already in place that the people can expect from the committees as soon as they have been established?
I think what has been established, councillors right now are being given the tools of trade to ensure that they've got officers at least. We've got officials out there to assist the councillors. In other words, we've already got committee officers that will sit there, take down the minutes of the meetings that the councillors are going to have with the ward committee members. And obviously that would then be reported to the Speaker's office, where we will then have to deal with the problems that are in wards and obviously deal with the complaints from communities so that process, the communication between community members and the Speaker's office is obviously solved through that process.
All right, Speaker. I'm sure you can agree with me that change can be a bit daunting, and our people are probably just wondering how things are going to be from here. Now, from you, as a conclusion, just a word of culmination to the people of the city of Johannesburg, what can you say to them?
I'm saying I'm looking out for the next 5 years. We're only starting now. I think we're 51 days in office. And obviously to work through just the Secretary's office with the amount of people that are employed in that department, close to about 600 people, and obviously within my own office, and sorting that out to ensure that we've got a smooth flowing operation will take a little bit of time. But we are at the point where communication between communities and the city and its entities must happen. I am pleased to say that what I've seen the mayor doing in the past few months is encouraging. I'm looking out for the next 5 years, and I hope that the communities out there is as excited as I am that their problems are going to be we are going to start resolving those problems and looking at those issues, not easy issues, but we've got to deal with them.
Let's take a quick break, and after the break, we're coming back with more. Stay tuned. We spoke to the Executive Mayor of the City of Johannesburg together with the MMC of Transport and the MD of JRA, who took a walkabout around Zandspruit. Let us hear what they had to say to us. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much. I would like to know from you, why are we here today for our viewers at home?
We are here in Zandspruit, October being Transport Month. We thought of coming into Zandspruit to come and improve and demonstrate to the people of Zandspruit that as is a new government, we're committed in ensuring that we make their lives better, ensuring that we start looking after the roads, talk to the taxi industry, talk to all the transport service providers in the area to ensure that the people of Zandspruit are also taken care of.
We know that one of the things that the programs are going to be happening here is going to do is improve the lifestyles or give them their dignity back. How is it going to do that?
Well, I think this is a long-term project. Long-term, obviously, meaning that during our term in office is to give our people dignity. Our people here in Zandspruit live in what we call informal settlements. For me, it's unacceptable in the city of Johannesburg, 22 years into our democracy, to let our people live in informal settlements. We need, as new government, fast track in ensuring that these informal settlements must be converted into formal settlements.
Right.
Can you kindly let us know what are we doing now? What is the reason we're here, and why are we walking about?
Okay, we are presently in Zandspruit. As you know, the new administration took a decision that we were going to concentrate on giving people living in informal settlements and hostels more attention, because we feel that they have been neglected for a very long time. So Zandspruit is the first one where we're starting today, but it's going to go on. We are going to be going into other informal settlements too. And today we're at Zandspruit. We are going to be going around to see all the type of roads that they have, so that we can know with JRA where we can come in to assist and what is going to be needed. And at the moment, we've got 2 roads that we are going to be beautifying today. The project starting today, and we will go around and you will see them. That is Wolf Road and Pier.
Thank you very much. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us about the relationship you have with what is happening here today?
I'm Sean Phillips. I'm the Managing Director of the Joburg Road Agency. We are part of the transport cluster within the City of Johannesburg. It's Transport Month, and during Transport Month we're having a number of events across the city. Today we're highlighting road maintenance work, but also community awareness initiatives. in the area of roads, we're focusing on talking to the community about the importance, for example, of not putting stuff in their stormwater drains so that they become blocked, because that causes maintenance problems on the roads. Not cutting the road open so that illegal electricity connections can be made across the road, because that also causes the road to deteriorate. And we're also working with the JMPD about road safety issues as well, and talking to the community about that.
Okay, so can you let us know what is the main action today, particularly today? I do understand that there will be more developments, but today, what exactly is it that we are doing?
Today, we've brought quite a large team from the JRA, because it's not only about talking to the community, it's also about raising the awareness of all the officials in the JRA as well. So quite a lot of our managers are here today, and they're working on the ground so that they can experience what it's like with our work teams, and what it's like working on the roads and doing things like cleaning out stormwater, blocked stormwater inlets. So what we've been doing today is we've come and done a lot of activities simultaneously that we might not on a normal day do simultaneously, although we do them periodically. We've been grading some of the roads where we can get in to grade the roads where the grader can fit. There's some of the roads here in Zandspruit where the informal settlements have encroached into the road reserve so that the grader can no longer get in there. What we're probably going to have to do in future is come up with a program where we can employ local community members to shape those roads and get them into a better condition using labour-intensive methods. That's something I'm going to be working on together with the MMC. We've also been patching some of the areas where the road has been cut open by people to put in those illegal connections. We've been fixing that again after we got City Power to remove the illegal connections. And we've also been cleaning some of the blocked stormwater inlets so that the stormwater can run freely again.
Okay, so from your end as JRA, what is it that the people of this area can do to help you smoothen the whole process?
Okay, there's a few things. We would like the community to work with us, firstly, to try and, especially on the more heavily trafficked roads, to try and help us to not allow people to build shacks or hawkers to build their facilities, their stores in the road reserve so that we can still get our equipment in. And also to understand if we do ask people to move, even if they just move while we're working, to understand that we need to do that to work. Secondly, we'd like to ask people to please not damage the road infrastructure, not cut open the road to put illegal wires across. And thirdly, please to avoid putting litter and other things in the stormwater drains, because that makes them block, and when they block, the water runs down the road and it damages the road.
What are the challenges so far as JRA has started working? What are the challenges that you're facing around here?
I think the biggest challenge for us in an area like this is the fact that in an informal settlement it's very difficult to get access. So the machines that we normally use with our internal maintenance teams to do things like blading of the roads, shaping of the roads, can't get in. So as I said, we're going to have to come up with an innovative way of working in such areas, which is going to be using labour-intensive methods. It is technically feasible. You can do good quality work using well-supervised labour teams and using hand-operated equipment. So we're going to be doing that in future.
Ke tsapa rena le wena re ka dumellana hore ha o le jena he ho ya ka diketso tseo re bona le mosebetsi o etsahalang re tla dumellana hore City of Johannesburg se ba phamisitse matsoho ebile ba sebetsa le ka thata. Nna ke re ho wena tse sa feleng di a hlola ha o tseba hore ha nke be ke o si fela. Do visit us on our social network. We'd love to hear from you. Do leave us your comments and your views. Ho tswa ho nna ke le moratuwa moretsana wa Halekgwaba and the team here mo Mintirho ya Vulavula re re ho wena ha ebe boroko.